Hi friends, here we are given a nice problem. We are given an equation, a quadratic equation x square minus 2x plus 3 equal to 0, and we know alpha, beta are roots of this equation. Then we have to find the equation whose roots are p and q. What are p and q? P is alpha cube minus 3 alpha square plus 5 alpha minus 2, and q is beta cube minus beta square plus beta plus 5. We know alpha and beta are roots of this equation. One option is we can directly solve this equation. We can directly solve this equation and find out what is alpha and what is beta and substitute that in this and calculate what is p and what is q and then create that equation again whose roots are p and q, like x minus p into x minus q. That is one option. But here this has some similarity to this equation. Right. These two equations, some cube is there, then some some kind of similarity. This is as a quadratic part also here in these two equations. So let's try a different method. Okay, alpha and beta are roots of the equation. That means what? Alpha square minus 2 alpha plus 3 is equal to 0. Similarly, beta square minus 2 beta plus 3 equals to 0. Let's start from there. Right, alpha square minus 2 alpha plus 3 equals 0. Beta square minus 2 beta plus 3 equals to 0. What does that mean? Alpha square is equal to 2 alpha minus 3. Let's take this part to the right side. Alpha square is 2 alpha minus 3. What does that mean? Alpha cube becomes 2 alpha square minus 3 alpha. We are multiplying alpha on both sides. Alpha square is known, so alpha cube also we know. Right, alpha cube is 2 alpha square minus 3 alpha. Right, now this p we know. P is given. Now, in this P, alpha cube is extra, right? We have just derived alpha cube in terms of alpha square and alpha. Let's substitute this alpha cube here, right? Then P becomes what? P becomes alpha cube is 2 alpha square minus 3 alpha minus the same part, 3 alpha square plus 5 alpha minus 2. This simplifies to 2 alpha square minus 3 alpha square is minus alpha square minus 3 alpha plus 5 alpha is 2 alpha minus 2, right? Now, minus alpha square plus 2 alpha. This thing, what is this? See, alpha square minus 2 alpha plus 3 equals 0. That means what? Minus alpha square plus 2 alpha. 2 alpha is 3. If we take this part to the right side, this becomes minus alpha square plus 2 alpha. That becomes 3. Right. So 3 minus 2. This part is 3. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So we found out what is P. P is 1. Similarly, Q. For Q, what we can do? Beta square minus 2 beta plus 3 equals 0. What does that mean? Beta square, if you take this part to the right side, this means beta square is 2 beta minus 3. So what is beta cube? Beta cube is 2 beta square minus 3 beta. We are multiplying beta on both sides. Right, what is cube? Beta cube minus beta square plus beta plus 5. Now, this beta cube will replace with beta square, we will replace with this expression. Beta square and beta. 2 beta square minus 3 beta. 2 beta square minus 3 beta minus beta square plus beta plus 5 minus beta square plus beta plus 5. If we simplify this and this will cancel, so we will be left with beta square minus 3 beta plus beta is minus 2 beta plus 5. But you can see beta square minus 2 beta is equal to minus 3, right? From this equation, beta square minus 2 beta is equal to minus 3. So this we can replace with minus 3. Minus 3 plus 5 is equal to 2. So we know P is 1 and Q is 2. What is the equation now? P is 1, Q is 2. So we can directly write the equation. 1 is 1, we can write it as x minus 1 into x minus 2. That is one form. X minus 1 into x minus 2. This becomes x square minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Right? X square minus x minus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. Or otherwise also we can do sum of these two roots. Sum of 1 and 2. Sum of the roots is 3 and product of the roots is 2. So that's why we can directly write it as sum of the roots is, we can write it as, directly write it as x square minus 3x plus 2. What is the sum of the roots? Sum of the roots is minus b by a. In ax square here, ax square plus bx plus c, this is the equation. Sum of the roots is minus b by a. In this case, a is anyway 1. So we can write it as minus 3 and c is product of the roots, which is 2. This is sum of the roots is 3. That means here B is minus 3. And product of the roots is 2. That means C is 2. Right. This is the equation. Finally, this is the answer. X square minus 3x plus 2. If this was a normal equation with real solutions, we could have solved this equation also. But in this case, b square minus 4 is, what is it? 4 minus 12. This will get roots as complex roots. That's why solving for the roots and then substituting the roots here will become a complex process. That's why we choose this method. Right. If it was a simpler equation, we could have easily solved the roots directly. So, for example, instead of this, this equation was something as simple as this: x square minus 2x plus 1. Right. Some equation simpler like this. Then we could have solved for alpha and beta easily and could have substituted and created this equation. Right? Yes. Now, because these are giving complex roots, we have to find a different method. And luckily, this one is actually similar to this one. Alpha cube, we could create alpha cube and beta cube, we could create in terms of alpha square and alpha and simplify this. Right, guys? Thank you.